Agribusiness Today is brought to you by Authority Pre-Emergent Herbicides for Soybeans from FMC.
Home improvement store Menards is taking drastic steps to ensure its stores in North Dakota are staffed. The business is struggling to hire people at its store in the city of Minot because so many people are working for the growing oil industry. So Menards announced it will hire 50 people from its hometown of Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and fly them each week to Minot, North Dakota to work at the store there. The problem is actually twofold. The number of eligible workers is short and demand for home construction materials are high. Home construction is active because of the population explosion tied to the oil boom. But you'll also remember the city of Minot was overwhelmed by floodwaters in the summer of 2011. The widespread flooding inundated housing, which caused a need for home repairs and raw construction supplies. Time is quickly running out for Congress to resolve the looming fiscal cliff. In today's analysis, Tyne Morgan returns and talks to Stewart-Peterson's Naomi Blohm about the implications on the markets.
Thanks. We're here with Naomi Blohm of Stewart-Peterson. Naomi, a big thing on people's mind is this fiscal cliff. We're running out of time in 2012 to get something done. What type of impact could this have on the markets?
It's a really big deal, actually, and you can't downplay it at all, because if the cliff happens, that means that we're going to see tax increases and we're going to see the spending cuts start to happen. So on one hand of it, it is good from the standpoint of that it'll have $600 billion of our debt gone. Now, the other part of it and the reality of what people are really excited about is that if the cliff happens, people who are normal Americans living on fixed incomes are going to see their taxes go up anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a year. And so it doesn't sound like a lot, but for people on fixed incomes, that is a substantial amount of money. It means the difference between them being able to buy steak versus buy hamburger, or even buy cuts of chicken versus having to eat tuna noodle casserole. And so what the market is implicating, the fiscal cliff happens, we're not going to be able to have our economic growth happen like we need to have it happen. And we're actually going to see our economic marketplace just fall slightly more. So what that means then, if people are not buying trinkets at Walmart, that means that Walmart's not placing orders in China. If China isn't making trinkets, then their economy is falling, and then it goes over to Europe also.
Yeah, so globally then what?
Globally, it's a big implication. So you can't overlook the news on what's happening in the fiscal cliff, and there is some short-term and long-term ramifications with it.
All right, Naomi Blohm with Stewart-Peterson. Stay with us because we'll be back with more on Ag Day in just a moment.
To discuss marketing strategies, call 800-334-9779 or visit stewartpeterson.com.